Hey everybody, Jay here. As you can see, a little different landscape here. We are running on absolutely borrowed time. What a difference. We turned the boiler. What are you doing with that snowball? Ow, punk.
I didn't win.
Anyways, folks, welcome back to the channel. As you know, we just turned our boiler around literally yesterday. And then we dug that stump out the same day. I know there's been a gap in the videos, but what we're going to do to finish hooking up the boiler. So what we're going to do here is, we already went to Home Depot. This is under the tutelage of Bruce at the Somersworth Stove Shop. He's been an absolute treasure when it comes to this project. He gave me recommendations on turning the boiler around, what to do, and now I sent him some photos and he gave me some guidance on how to do it. What we're going to do is, and you'll see in a second, we bought a heat gun. We're going to need that for the PEX, but we're going to basically run a nipple down and an elbow and run black pipe across to the PEX. We're going to have to trim the PEX down, hence the heat gun, and then we'll hook everything up, and then we can support the black cast iron pipe. We either do some type of hanger. I have that figured out. That'll be later. There won't be this video, but what we need to do today is just get these fittings in, cut the PEX down, and then we'll know how long of a black, this is 1.25 inches black black pipe. Everything's all black fittings, not galvanized, just regular black steel. So we're gonna set this up, measure. We gotta go back to Home Depot, get a pipe cut and threaded, and we should be able to have this done today. So bear with me. We're gonna show you and should be fun. I'm gonna be probably getting hit with snowballs the whole time, but we're gonna make it work. So stick around, guys. All right, so I got you in a little weird position, but what we bought is 1.25 inch by 3 inch black steel nipple. This is what we need to put on our fitting here, and then we'll put our elbow on. No, baby, no snowballs. Daddy's working. Not right now. So we're gonna take this nipple, put some tape on it, and we're gonna thread it up in there, and then we'll be able to put our elbow on. There he is. Say hi.
Hi.
If you've ever tried to do anything
What's your name?
with a 4-year-old.
What's your name?
What's your name? Everybody leave your name in the comments. Say leave your name below. Say leave a comment and say, hi, I'm such and such from... All right, so what we're gonna do, we have our PTFE thread tape for use on all metal, blah, 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 all that fun stuff. So what we're gonna do is carefully, now I always get, this always confuses me when we do this. So you turn to the right, so you thread the opposite way.
No.
I believe that's how that works, if I recall. So we'll go ahead and do, yep, that's right. I remember now.
No, go.
So blue tape,
I don't like it.
couple wraps around.
This is Zumba. Do this. Zumba. It says a dragon. No, boy, it's a big dragon.
Okay, there we go. Yep, that's right. I remember now. Okay, so we've got that in place. Now let's put it on. Okay, so let's do our, doesn't matter, but let's do our pump side first. So let's get this started here. Talk about running on borrowed time. I can't believe it snowed out last night. Crazy. Okay. So now, we're only working with the finest of tools. So we're literally gonna do the same thing on this side. So we'll see you guys in a hot minute. Folks, keep in mind, I'm not a plumber, but I got tutelage and guidance from Bruce, who's installed dozens of these, so keep that in mind. Now that we're there, we can put our elbows on, and we may have to adjust these, but we're just gonna angle these over. We gotta go back and across at a diagonal, so we're just gonna put these on. Yeah, we can get both on. Yeah, all right, we can get both on without interfering. So let's go ahead and tape these threads and thread this on. So in theory, when I started this, I'm like, oh, this will be really straightforward, but we ran into some issues coming up. If I knew what I knew now, I would have started from the PEX side and worked my way over. That's what I would have done different. All right, here we go. We got those two fittings in. They were kind of pointed in that general direction. Now we got to go over there and get those fittings off the PEX, and then we'll be able to get a more accurate measurement of how much black pipe we need. So you can see what we're doing here. We have those two PEX coming down, those elbows we just did. We have to run a straight section over here to another 90, but the issue is obviously we can't do this. We have to lower our PEX somewhere over here. Now my goal right now is to get these out, these fittings out, and then we can get an idea measurement of the black pipe we need. We have some wiggle room here to work. You can't replace this. I want to be able to be sure when those two pipes come over that we are at the right height. We don't want to cut too much or too little. So first things first, let's get these off. We have a heat gun, because Lord knows those are not going to come off without some heat. I don't know if they're barbed or straight, but yeah, let's do that first. Okay, so we put that fitting on just so we wouldn't mess up the threads working it. So we have our heat gun here. Let's go ahead and it's kind of nice. Let's kind of heat that PEX up a little bit, and hopefully we can wiggle this out. So keep in mind, it snowed last night. This PEX is anything but soft. So we got our little Wagner I think it was $25 heat gun to try to soften up this PEX in order to get these brass barbed fittings off. And it worked, thank God. Okay, woo! Smoking. We heated that, it popped right out. So, shit, ooh, sorry, excuse me, that's hot. Oh, yeah, okay. Let's take this out. Clearly we're reusing these. Let's put that one there. Now we're gonna do rinse and repeat here. Protect those threads. And then, yeah, let's do it again. I hope you guys are enjoying this video. This is as real as it gets. I'm not a plumber. We made some mistakes. We're gonna cover that in a second, but I hope you guys are enjoying. All right, here you have it. Ooh. Ooga booga. Let's go ahead, put our 90 back. Let's go clean these threads real quick with the brush, and then we'll be able to cut and reposition. Yeah, I like it. We'll see you in a second. I'm trying to think of what's the easiest order of operations. We're gonna have the black pipe coming over. I think we'll hold off. What we'll do is once we get our measurement, never done this, so once we get our measurement, we can put our 90s on our black pipe, right? Run the black pipe all the way over, thread that on. We'll have our two 90s sitting here, and then we'll have an idea of where we can cut. We have some wiggle room, but let's see, roughly speaking, how much black pipe we need. If I'm gonna run this all the way over our PEX, and then let's say I go in all the way in our pipe to here is 5 feet. We can well, we gotta keep in mind too, we have these fittings here. So this will be like this. So I'm gonna jump in here, obviously doing the editing after. I didn't realize that our PEX had to be flip-flopped. So when I made this measurement, I said, oh, 5 feet will work. We'll get a 10-foot pipe. Wow, this is working out really easier. Well, wrong. I ended up having to flip the PEX, like basically invert them. You'll see in a second, but I made a huge mistake, but we're gonna cover it now. Well, the struggle bus showed up. It's raining. I had to put the camera under the boiler. But here's where we're at. Originally, when we started, this PEX was over here and that PEX was over there, because the one with the hose clamps on it is the pump. Well, when I measured, they were still in their original position. I had to move this one. Oh, I had to cross them. Let me overlay a photo of how it was originally and then how it is now. So let me look at the original and then we'll switch back to now. See the hose clamps? Hose clamps are on this one. Now if we walk over, you can see they're running straight out. Straight out over there, right? Perfect. Well, guess what? Too long. Too long. So we have them. We have some wiggle room. Not a ton of wiggle room with the pecs. So what we're going to do is we're going to mark, I think the threads, we're going to mark appropriately here and here. And then we will go back to Home Depot, which sucks. And then we'll get them recut and tapped. And then we should be able to get it together. But I've been messing with this for an hour, and then I realized that the PEX was opposite, so our pump would have been on the wrong side. It wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have ran. So anyways, we got to take those two, mark them, take those two pipes off, take them back to Home Depot, and we should be good from here. The angle looks good. Let me show you the angle. The angle of the pipes look good. They're running almost pretty much straight out. We may have to shorten this one a little bit, but we can always flex it out like this. So that's why this tape measure is in where it is. We can always flex this one out and run it straight over there. So let's go get these cut, and then we should be able to make something happen here. All right, folks, so finally we were done. We went back to Home Depot. We got those pipes cut, and this is what we came up with. 2 straight sections over to the PEX here. We had to flex them a little bit, but that's what we came up with. We wired in the electrical. We reran our ground here. And yeah, needless to say, I think we should be good to roll here. As you can see, that's just the work we did. We circulated the water via the extension cord for the last 12 hours and no leaks. So we're all plumbed up. We're ready to go. In the next video, we're gonna fire it up. So that was just, we hooked it up wrong originally. We had to go back and recut the PEX. Of course, the weather was crappy. Now, 2 days later, it's beautiful. So what a difference from when we started this video, but we're all set. We're all plumbed up. We know we got no leaks. So yeah, guess what? Next video, we're firing it up. So thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think. Like I always say, we will see you guys out in the woods.